Richland District 2 students head back to school tomorrow, and Superintendent Dr. Davis will be welcoming students at several of the schools, visiting first and second year principals. I know you're going to be going to several schools. I want to talk about, for our viewers, many of them in the Richland District 2 area, some of the things that are new this year or going to be expanded. Let's start with STEAM. A lot of people, you know, it's science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, but you have STEAM M.
That's correct.
You're bringing medicine into the mix.
Yeah, so we have the STEAM M grant, which is through the Magnet Schools of America's grant. It's about $11.2 million grant. It's going to focus on 4 schools: Rice Creek Elementary, Bridge Creek Elementary, Kelly Mill Middle, and Ridgeview High School, where our students will get the concentration of the traditional STEAM, but the addition of the medical side of it. We're calling it Med Pro 21. Some things that will be interesting or new with that. Well, students will get an opportunity, for example, at Ridgeview High School, they'll have a full-fledged medical simulation room where the students will be able to participate and work with that STEAM M curriculum, but have a real hands-on experience. And that's in partnership with Palmetto Health and the University of South Carolina. A
couple of expansions you have going on, Dr. Davis, the early college program and the dual credit courses. Now, the early college program is open to a specific group of students, whereas the dual credit's open to everyone. Explain those two and how they're expanding.
Yeah, so in the early college program, it is an actual cohort of students, and this is the second year for the Richland 2 early college program. Those students take a rigorous, very structured pathway, but it allows those students to receive a 2-year associate's degree and a high school diploma simultaneously upon 4 years of completion. The dual credit program is open to all students in high school. They can select dual credit courses, which will allow them to receive a credit in high school credit as well as a college credit.
In late July, the Richland 2 Board of Trustees had voted to put a bond referendum on the November 6th ballot, and that bond referendum being for $468 million, part of it going towards school safety, which is such the buzz right now, making sure children are safe. What are some of the advancements that we're going to see over the coming year in Richland 2 regarding school safety, and if that bond referendum is approved?
Yeah, so we want to be 21st century safe schools. And so I think this is a referendum on safety. You'll see some improvements when it comes to our entrances and exits. You'll see improvements when it comes to areas of technology as it relates to our ability for surveillance, for communications. This safety also extends to our buses and providing safety for our students as they ride to and from school. It is kind of comprehensive, and it touches all 41 sites of the district.
And for people, when they hear $468 million, that's a huge amount.
Yeah.
When it breaks down, though, what are we talking per household? Let's say if you have a $167,000 home value.
Yeah, and that's the average home value for families in Richland School District 2. And so it comes out to about $40 a year. Roughly is what it equates to in taxes, increased taxes for our families.
And last question before we wrap up. On social media, I see a lot of the Richland 2 Promise. The teachers or principals or administrators holding up I Promise. What is the Richland 2 Promise this year?
That's a great question. The Richland 2 Promise is about a declaration, a statement of something that we intend to do and not break. And so I challenge all of our administrators and teachers to make an I Promise statement to their students, to their parents, to their schools. And in return, we've already seen students making I Promise statements, parents making I Promise statements, and we're capturing it on social media and really creating a healthy buzz about the expectations for this year, holding ourselves accountable before we hold others accountable.
Fantastic. Have a great school year.
Thank
Good
you so
luck
much.
to you and all the students of Richland District 2. I promise I'll clip this and put it on my Facebook page so others can watch it. Thank you, Dr. Davis. A check of the forecast now. Dominus?
Hey, Dawndy.